You're never going to ask
There
me
we
to do
are.
this again.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, we're a little bit late, but you got to hear from me the first go round about why we're doing this. And today, I am delighted to have with us a Delray neighbor, Dr. Laura Mosoriak, who's the owner of Kingstowne Cat Clinic. I first got to know Laura when I went to look at her house just a couple years ago. She ended up being on the Delray House and Garden Tour, and here we are. So we're going to plunge right in. And Laura, how are you?
I'm doing great. We are having a busy day today, which was probably why we're also late coming on live, because I've been busy, and that's a good thing. Because to be honest, when COVID struck us in Virginia, it slowed things down, unfortunately, like many small businesses. And thankfully, things are picking up again, and clients are feeling more comfortable bringing their cats in.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. When did you first shut down?
Well, we never shut down. Once the stay-at-home order was in place, we realized we had to come up with a different way of seeing patients.
Okay.
So we got the idea from other veterinarians that were doing it, and it was an adjustment, but it seemed to work well for everybody. So basically, we're just having people call us when they arrive for their appointment, and the receptionist checks them in basically over the phone.
Okay.
And then once we realize what they're there for, and everyone's in agreement what we're doing, what the plan is, the receptionist brings the cat in. We do our thing with whatever the owner has agreed to, whether it's annual checkup, vaccines, blood work, x-rays, whatever's needed. Then we do that, and then the doctor calls the owner and says, okay, well, this is what we've done, and we'll report results to you tomorrow. And then our receptionist runs they take payment over the phone, and then they run the kitty back out to the client, and that way the client never has to enter the building. And we use precaution with washing our hands a lot, using disinfectants, wiping tables down just like we always did before, but even more so now. And clients seem to love it, and we've had lots of compliments about, wow, you really have this operation down good, and I feel really comfortable. So that's what it's all about, just making sure people don't not bring their pets in because they're scared or whatever. Right. The pets need care too.
You've what?
I said the pets still need care too. We don't want to just hold ourselves up in a hole and not do things. They still need vaccinations. They still get sick. They still have emergencies, just like we would.
Is there one particular challenge you've noticed? Or is it just kind of across the board?
I'm a real people person, and part of what I like about my job is interacting with the people. So I miss making small talk and finding out how people are doing. And, of course, I'm examining their cat, and we're getting what they came there done. But I also get to know my clients. I get to know their personal lives if they want to share. And you'd be surprised what people tell me. But no, I've gotten to know people over the years that I've been working here, and I enjoy seeing the people, so I miss that. But we're going to do this as long as we have to keep everybody safe. But I am looking forward to people coming back in the building someday.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
Yeah.
I think everybody that I've talked to, that has been kind of the biggest challenge, is that interpersonal action. And it's not just about a financial transaction. It's about knowing your client and seeing them on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And, I'm even seeing new patients where, the owner just has to trust what we're doing. They've never been here. They haven't met me in person or any of the other doctors, and they're just handing their cats off to us. Of course, I know they're in good hands, but, I'm sure that's kind of weird for them too. But we're still getting new patients coming in, new clients. And when I call them, I say, well, hi, I'm Dr. Mosoriak. You've never met me, but maybe someday you will. And they just laugh, and I know we'll meet sometime.
Of course you will. Now, I've noticed a lot on the listserv that people seem to be adopting cats and dogs during this time that we're home. Are those a lot of the new clients that you're seeing?
I haven't really noticed an influx. It hasn't been for me, and I don't think it's been that different. I haven't seen a lot more shelter cats. This area is so transient, as you know. If you've lived here any time at all, there's government people that come in and out, military folks that come in and out all the time. So I get a lot of new people that, I just moved to the area, and those are most of our new clients. Is that we get a lot of shelter exams too, and we do. I just want to put out there, we do always offer free first exams if you adopt from Arlington Shelter, Alexandria Shelter, or Fairfax County Shelter, as well as we do discounts with Animal Allies and Fancy Cats. So those are two rescues that we work with, and we do 50% off for the foster parents that bring the cats in. We do 50% off all services for those two rescues.
Oh, good for you. That's nice to hear. Now, I know this may sound like a silly question, but have you noticed, or have any of your customers complained about their animals being stressed? Are they picking up on anything from their humans?
Yes. In fact, I don't work with dogs anymore, but I don't know what the dog folks are seeing, but we are seeing a ton of stressed cats. And cats, as many of you know, cats are creatures of habit, and they hate when their schedule is changed, even if it's for the better, if mom and dad are home or kids are home, and that's a good thing, you would think. But no, we're seeing a lot of inappropriate eliminators, urinating and defecating outside the box.
Wow.
I've been fielding a ton of phone calls about my cat's just acting weird. I don't know what it is. What should I do? And I have to kind of decipher over the phone, like, is this something I need to see them for? Or is this something that I can just say, it's going to be okay, your cat's just stressed? So, I ask lots of questions to try to get to the bottom of it. But honestly, we're seeing a ton of stressed cats, and a lot of them, it creates urinary problems in cats. When cats get anxious, they get urinary problems.
They do.
And they often pee outside the box.
Yeah. Interesting. I kind of thought that was a facetious question at first, but obviously it's not. And is there
No, it's not. Yeah, I thought it was silly at first too. I thought, oh gosh, I'm getting all these phone calls. Do you think it's about everybody being home? Ha ha ha. All the memes that you see on Facebook, but it's actually pretty true. Cats are not happy about this.
Join the crowd. Join the crowd.
I know. We're more alike than we knew, right?
Yeah. Wow. Anything else you're seeing in particular? Or just general?
Just seeing a lot of stressed cats, a lot of urinary problems, seeing a fair amount of constipation too. I don't really know why that would be the case.
Well, that could be that stress.
Again, they're just hiding maybe and not going more regularly. So just we're seeing a more urination. And it's not just here. I in some of our recent medical journals, there across the country, veterinarians are, complaining of seeing so many urinary problems in cats. So I don't think it's a fluke. I think there's something real to it. Just like us not being on people takes an emotional toll on us, and then emotional toll on our health. Some of these cats, it's taken an emotional and physical toll on them too, with us being around doing things different than they're used to.
Yeah, it really makes perfect sense. And how's your staff holding up?
They're good. In the beginning, when that first stay-at-home order was put in place, I did have to cut some hours, unfortunately, because people just weren't coming in. I think everyone was just freaked out and no one was leaving their house. So business really went down, probably by 50%. But it's coming back now, and we started adding hours back in, and everybody seems to just be happy to be working. So
I would agree.
You know, so we're still not at 100% as we were, but we're getting back to that. We're getting close.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I think it's important for everybody to know that you're out there and that their kitties have a place to go. And, you know, in times of stress and emergency. I think we forget about that until it actually happens. And then it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do now?
So, we've had lots of people bring in us cookies and snacks and, you know, lots of thank yous for being open, and everybody's been really nice and appreciative.
Well, that's so good to hear. I really that makes me feel good, and it's one reason that we're doing these broadcasts, because we do want people to know that our Delray, our Alexandria small businesses are still going, and they're making all the accommodations necessary, and that that you're there. You know, you're working, you're doing what you need to do for us and for our kitties. So let me ask you two questions, and then we're going to wrap up. What can't you live with right now? Is there something that you have to have? Is it chocolate? Is it ice cream? Is there something that keeps you going?
Oh, let's see. Probably something I can't live without. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, thank God for family, right? So I got my 2 kids and my husband to keep me sane.
Right.
And so I couldn't function without them, and a good glass of wine at the end of the day.
I think that a lot of people are right there with you. And what are you most looking forward to when this is all over with, so to speak?
Oh, I can't wait till just the idea where we don't have to wear masks and we can, you know, be within 6 feet of each other and hug our friends. We just said goodbye to our neighbors yesterday, and we couldn't even hug them to say goodbye. We just had to wave from the porch. It's just, I miss that social contact. I'm a hugger, so
I agree with you completely.
Yeah, I just can't wait till, and concerts. I love going to live music, and now that's completely out. And I had a few concerts planned this year. Well, that's probably not going to happen. So I can't wait to be able to go to concerts again.
I think you have something to look forward to. Several things to look forward to.
Yes.
So listen, thank you so much for being here with us today, and hopefully we can come back and do this again, and maybe you can show us some kitties. I love looking at. I used to have 5 kitties.
Oh, sure. I have a cat I just spayed. I won't say any names, but I could show you a kitty if anybody wants to see a cat.
I think I'm going to pass on that one for right now.
Okay. All right.
We will come back to you, and thank you again. It's been terrific, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Thanks. Bye.